Are you familiar with the feelings of tension in your face? Even when you think your face is relaxed, it's not. If I sit like this for a while, I get the feeling that I just don't like anything, that I'm annoyed with something. Our brain sends a signal to our muscles to move, to tense or to relax. And other way around, our muscles send a signal to our brain. So if we unconsciously frown our eyebrows, for example, our brain gets a signal to make us feel angry, stressed. So what Fit Faces Face Yoga does, it teaches how you can relax this group of muscles, how to lean them out, so not only you look better, relaxed, rested, you will also feel better, because your relaxed facial muscles will start sending signals to your brain to cool down, to relax, which will make you feel so much more content and happy with your life, to change your attitude towards the things you see around you. There is a common saying that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What beauty can this beholder see if he or she is constantly sending signals to his brain to be angry, sad or stressed? So you see, face yoga is not only about looking good, it is a very powerful anti-stressful tool if you know how to use it correctly. Hello my beautiful Fit Facers, my name is Natalia Broberg and I'm your face yoga teacher. Today we will talk about how our facial expressions are connected to our mood. Please watch this video to the end. We will make a very interesting experiment and I will also give you a very effective face yoga exercise. For me, face yoga is not only about making myself look younger, fresher and more beautiful. Face yoga is also the main tool I use to uplift my mood, to distress myself. I want to start with your self-perception, with the way you see yourself. Okay? Can you please remember how do you unconsciously change your face expression when you suddenly see yourself in the mirror? But let's be honest here, okay? We always change the pose and we always change our facial expression. But in everyday life, we are not so conscious about our facial expressions, which means that our daily habits take over our faces. We crease our eyes when we are outside or when we're reading a book. We purse our lips when we are concentrating. Our face is much more tensed. Are you familiar with these feelings? You can write down in comments if you are. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. You might have probably noticed that you can read the elderly people's faces quite easily by seeing the lines on their faces and therefore knowing what emotions are prevailing in their lives. Think about it. What kind of people do you usually see on the streets? If you think that you look the same as on the pictures when you're posing or when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's not true. We look completely different when we don't think about it. Our faces are constantly tensed. For example, when you are looking at your phone and you suddenly turn on the front camera, what do you usually see? You most likely will see double chin, frowning eyebrows, pursed lips. Amongst all the muscles on our faces, we have two groups: levators, the muscles lifting our face, and depressors, the ones that are pulling the face down. So now let's do a little experiment. Think about something good, something that makes you happy. What muscles are working the most? Our levators. And now think about something sad, something that stresses you, your current work problems. What do you feel now? Tension, right? It feels like the whole face is getting pulled towards the center. And now think about what face do you usually have when you are not thinking about it, unconsciously most of the day. It's much closer to the second position, right? Our muscles are tensed. So how does it reflect on our mood, on your productivity? Both are super important in your lives, right? I noticed this when I started doing my face yoga. After the class, you usually feel relaxed, you feel happy, more productive during the day. It's a proven fact, proven by neurologists, that if we relax our face, relax the facial muscles with certain exercises, our brain gets a signal to relax, to feel happy. It starts working better. So the brain sends signals to the muscles and other way around. Our muscles send signal to the brain. So when they're tense, our brain gets a signal to stress out. And when the facial muscles are relaxed, leaned out, our brain gets a signal to be happy, to relax. So if I sit like this for a minute or so, pursing my lips, I start feeling discomfort, start getting worries, because the muscles, my depressor anguli oris, the muscle over here, the muscle responsible for lowering the corners of our lips and forming marionette lines, is tensed, and it sends a negative sign to my brain. I don't like it. Like, I want to feel content and relaxed. Like, it might feel like I'm showing it right now in an exaggerated motion. Well, I do, that's right. But trust me, your neurological connection between that neurological connection between your facial muscles and your brain works the same way in your everyday life. So that's why Feet Faces Face Yoga is super effective, and it's a very balanced selection of facial exercises that relax, stretch and lean out tensed muscles and tone the levator muscles, responsible not only for uplifting your face but also for uplifting your mood. One of the most memorable feedbacks I have ever got in my program is when the lady told me, I've been stressed all the time, like feeling unhappy, but after the Feet Faces program, I'm just a much happier person. She has changed the course of her life, for better of course. Why? Maybe she's just started seeing changes on her face, but she could certainly feel drastic positive shifts inside of her, taking her self-perception to the whole new level. So my advice to you is to remember the feeling after a session of face yoga. Save it in your brain and try to keep it on your face all the time. You don't need to choose between being happy and being attractive. Both of these characteristics go hand in hand and inseparable. And now let's try one of the exercises from my Feet Faces 6 Weeks Essential program that will help you to relax the muscle of the face that tends to tense a lot more than all of the other muscles. Our chewing muscle, our masseter. Okay, so open your mouth a little and try to find the chewing muscle. It should be very easy as it is one of the biggest muscles on the face. Okay, so it goes over here. So place your fingers on the muscle right under your cheekbones. And now start massaging this point, the point over here, right under your, you see your cheekbone? You feel? Now you go kind of slide down. And when you open your mouth, you feel a very hard vertical muscle. It's very, very big over here. To me, it feels like a bump because I've been stressing the whole morning about the school for the kids and stuff. But anyways, there we go, here. So now what you need to do, you need to massage this point using circular motion, circular moves for 30 seconds with your mouth open. It should be hard, firm move, okay? You should feel it. It might feel a little bit painful, but that's okay. It just means that the muscle is very tense and it needs to be relaxed. It needs to be leaned out, okay? After the exercise, you will feel that your whole face will be so much more relaxed. This is just one very simple but extremely effective exercise from my Feet Faces program. Alright, so please try it and let me know how you feel about it in comments, and take care, and I will see you in my next video very, very soon. And if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe. La la la, that's it.